as one of my most anticipated films of this year, Bad Boys for Life did not disappoint. This movie was what I was hoping it was going to be. Like, just as crazy as the trailers sold it to me, that's how I thought that I was going to go in and, just get out of it. And man, this movie was really good. I kind of like, as far as the other movies, I kind of like the second one a little bit better than this one, but the action was off the chain. I think they were embracing their ridiculousness, but let me go ahead and get right into it. So it's about Mike and Marcus, played by Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, getting back together for what may seem the last hurrah, where Marcus is trying to retire while Mike is trying to stay up in the game, stay relevant, show that he has, that he can still hang, that he basically just has something to prove. But Mike Lowrey ends up finding out that he's being hunted down by these two villains who have a past with him and is trying to just eliminate him and other people that are associated with him with the case that he was involved in. And watching this movie, you do basically just get that it is a Mike Lowrey, Will Smith centric movie. Like, it is essentially just more like Mike Lowrey. It is about him being hunted down and him trying to survive and everything else and find out who is trying to go after him. And, it's, I guess how you look at it is a good and bad thing when it comes down to it. The action was incredible. The action was freaking incredible. And I did enjoy it. The humor was there, but like I said, I don't know, I just liked the humor a little bit better in, Bad Boys 2, but we're talking about this one. In this one, I felt like the humor was more better when it dealt with the family issues of Marcus, played by Martin Lawrence. It's just, I don't know, to me, that just seemed a little bit more funny. I guess it's because I'm a father. That just kind of appealed more to me, but I don't know, I felt that was more funny as far as the overall laughs. And of course the chemistry was great between Will and Martin. They did a great job, especially reprising their roles and just kind of feeding off of what they've done in the past and just giving it more life within this movie. The fight scenes were incredible, especially one fight scene that's involving the son of the main villain. It reminded me of Gemini Man, which also starred Will Smith, which I am going to do a review on it. I don't know when, but I will let you guys know. But it reminded me of that, and I like those type of action scenes. And the kids that were introduced as far as helping Mike Lowrey and everything else, they really played the background. They didn't really play a significantly big role in the movie, and they wasn't as active as I thought that they might be. But looking at the trailers, even beforehand, it was I don't think they're in a movie like that, and really didn't over advertise them to make it seem like they were in a movie more than they were. They basically, you kind of got that vibe from just looking at the trailers. And I didn't mind the kids. I didn't mind them. They did add something toward the end, but I mean, it wasn't anything phenomenal. I didn't really find oh, these are some badass, so it was cool. They had some great villains. The villains were better than the other villains in the other movies or whatever, and I really did like it. They had some attachment. I'm not really gonna get too much involved into it or talking about it, but they did have more of an emotional connection to just the main story. So I mean, you kind of felt why they were doing what they were doing. Even though you don't back behind it, you still get why they were doing it. And this movie does have a lot of nostalgic. If you were really big on the other movies and you went into this movie, there is a lot, certain callbacks, a lot of nostalgic moments that you're going to have with the characters and everything else. And it's a lot of fan service when it comes to this movie, but it's done in a really good way, and I did enjoy it. And you could tell that this movie does take influences from the MCU and the Fast and Furious franchise, because compared to the other movies, which did have a lot of ridiculousness when it came to just the action, it seemed like this movie just went crazy with it, was trying to be as ridiculous as the Fast and Furious franchise. And we accept that from the MCU and movies like those, because those are just whatever. But based on real life, it's kind of like, wow. But, as far as it was done well. It was done well. I enjoyed it, and this movie was definitely a hit. I really did enjoy the hell out of it, and if you can still catch it, definitely go ahead catch it. If you gotta wait till it come out on DVD, Blu-ray, streaming or whatever, definitely wait just get it as soon as it come out, because it is definitely something worth checking out, especially if you're a fan of these movies or whatnot.